Okay, so we're behind the scenes.
We call the shots. Ain't nobody gonna tell us what we do when we
Want
do
a
it.
dog smack you, get smacked back, man.
Bruh!
Blade 3.
Blade done got the blade.
Blade Runner.
Bro!
More like blunt now.
Next game, moving on to a higher plane. Next phase, next stage, stay prayed. Nothing ever stays the same. Nah. Yeah.
So the process of creating this album was interesting part. This album started off as an EP, and it was meant to be 6 tracks. The EP had started in January of 2017, and then it had officially become an album in mid-year 2017. And thanks to the vision of JK, we managed to churn out more songs to fill out the album and to make it an album. It took us a good few months to put everything together. It took us a few weeks to write the songs and just to put ideas down, and we sat down and just spoke, okay, what is the journey? What does the journey look like?
That's basically the sample from Electric Wire. So what we did was we replayed the sample because we liked some of the chord tones.
It's funny how the actual title track came to be. I was banging out beats the one day, and JK walked in, and I had sampled a song for the piano, and I put it in reverse, and then
Imported that into the EXS Mondzz, then chopped it up. Some of the chords that I played, he reversed.
I added some drums, and then he heard it. He was like, "Whoa, what's that?" And then I'm like, "Nah, I was just fiddling around."
Yep.
And he's like, "No, keep that. Let's work on it." A day later, we had just a rough skeleton of verses and a hook that still wasn't written, and then he took it and then he started writing the hook, and it stuck. We were competing on how to write verses.
Wasn't in Judas' seat. After 80 Ks walking with human feet. I see you dipped in the river first, then spent 6 weeks in the wilderness. Then you're hanging with your squad at a party making water to wine. But you're filled with the spirit like all of the time, yeah. That's your journey.
So that's the vibe. Coming soon.
I wanna walk this way, wanna talk this way.
The title track, The Journey, which features Lux Kent of The Kingsmen, is basically a song of the journey of Jesus, and between the 3 verses you can track from his birth to his death to his rise and to his returning, and everything that was in between. Everything just sewed in together perfectly, and we were looking for a feature, and Lux Kent came to mind. He's such a great guy. I follow him, and yeah, he brought it in terms of speaking of Jesus' journey, and adding to what we already had. That's why the song is as good as it is, because everything just worked perfectly together, and that's how we have the title track, The Journey.
Never be lost, no friends with benefits. God's gift to earth, baby, you haven't sent. I know others before me have messed up. I know you've been through a lot, yeah, it's been rough. It could have been easier to end it and split up. Forever to build, a second to break. It's hard to earn trust. I know I'm not
Interlude, one of the perfect interludes in the album, and I named it Interlude because it's such a dope play on words. Who would say interlude and interlude at the same time? It's a break between the album, but it's also just an expression, and it just says I'm into her. But the album needed a part of the journey, which was love, and when I came to Cape Town, I found love, and yeah, it's still part of the, as you can see.
Time to love.
Yeah, that's why I'm smiling so much. busy cheesing. It's part of the journey. It's part of my journey. I came here and I found love, and she was the interlude that I never knew about. And so I wrote it, and yeah, that's how we came up with Interlude, and it was dope. We didn't even put much on it. It was just an 808, a snare, and keys. That's all you need for an interlude. But the speaking does all of it.
God's gift to earth, baby, you haven't sent. I know others before me have messed up. I know you've been through a lot, yeah, it's been rough. It could have been easier to end it and split up. Forever to build, a second to break. It's hard to earn trust. I know I'm not the best, but you took a shot when you chose me from the rest. I was never perfect, but you love me with my mess. Promise to always treasure you, treasure you.
Yeah. There's no way to explain it. I'm so into you now. I'm calling the uncles over, about to send a few cows. Looking forward to the moment when we say a few vows. When you was next to I, forget the other vows. This love has taught me that love is such a perfect gift. You were the missing piece in the